All right, well, welcome everyone. My name's Daphne. I'm with the Fibre Co, and this is our preview webinar for Stockists for the Spring Summer 25 session. And it is also a webinar that we are going to show you some things that are coming later in the year, not in SS25. And then we have a new ordering system for our North American stockists, as well as a new Stockist resources section on our website that we want to introduce you to. And that'll come at the end of the session. But for now, I'd just like to go ahead and get started with what's new for Spring Summer 25. So you can see here on your screen, our lovely model is knitting and wearing some really beautiful, a really beautiful cardigan in Cirro. And we're going to walk you through that presentation, or sorry, that collection here in a moment. So we're going to go through the following three main things: the new designs, what's on the horizon, and a demo of the online wholesale ordering system for North America. Now, on the horizon, we are not going to record that portion of the webinar because we're actually introducing you to things that are coming from much later in the season. So this is, for you being here live, it's your advantage to see what we're working on for later in the year, just to give you a taste of what's to come. And so that will be not recorded. So hopefully you can stay for that part. If you're not in North America, you can pass on the third part of the demo of the online ordering system. But if you are in the UK or Europe, that's fine. We hope you will stay, because our ordering system is not that different from our partner where you are now buying your yarn from. So let's dig into the new designs for Spring Summer 25. Okay, here we go. This was on the cover. And as I said, this design in Cirro, it's called the Peace Cardigan. And it uses 5 to 7 hanks of the shade Angelic, which is a natural shade. It's not dyed in any way. And this Peace Cardigan is quite a boxy, comfortable fit. It has these lovely slits on the side, slightly dropped shoulder, very easy to wear, very lightweight and comfortable. Next on the horizon is the threadline top in Meadow. So we went heavy on tops this season. You'll be seeing that. And this is in two shades of Meadow. It takes between 2 and 5 hanks. And it just has this nice little interesting V shape in the front, just a little bit of a twist on the way the shaping works. So you get that V effect from the color changes on every other row. Next up, we brought back a new design in the One series, and this time it is the one yoke, but in the T. So the short sleeve one yoke that we just had this last season in autumn, or that we're still in the middle of, and we've brought it to you in 2 different versions, the one yoke T. This is the lace version in Acadia, and it takes between 4 to 10 hanks. And then we also have a textured version, and this one is in Luma. And then next up is Unmake DK, which has fast become one of the most popular yarns in the Unmake range, but in particular for the spring-summer season. And this is the Radiant Panels pullover, using multiple shades here between 9 and 17 balls of Unmake DK. And then our next design in Unmake DK is the Color Path Cardi, again, a multiple color project, a very simple modern silhouette for a cardigan in 6 colors, sorry, 5, using 10 to 19 balls. And the last design for the season is an Amble, another T. So I was not kidding when I said we went heavy on the tees this season, because that's the trend that we've been seeing over the last couple of warm seasons of knitting. And this one is using 2 to 5 hanks of Amble, the gentle spirit tea. So that's what's new for spring summer 25 coming up. And I want now to show you, I'm just going to stop my screen share for a moment. I'm going to share my screen to show you what we've developed for our stockists when they log in and say that right now this is only available for stockists in North America, but our partner here in the UK is working on a similar solution for UK and Europe stockists. Okay, so in the upper left here, you can see this Browse Stockist Resources section. And if you click on that, it'll take you to this screen, which says, Welcome to your resources dashboard. And this is a central hub that basically replaces the need to remember where you go to get the Dropbox link to access all the information that you need to know pricing or trunk shows and what's available that way through Dropbox. Instead, you'll just come to the website, log in, and get access to whatever you need. So beginning with price sheets, if you click on this, it shows you the document and you can download it, just as an example. FAQs takes you to another page that's within the Stockist resource section. It gives you answers to ordering, payments, shipping, information about how to find out if a dye lot is in stock or something pattern related, trunk shows, or a new part of this is a yarn database that we've put together. So this is actually a list of all the yarns, their SKUs. There are also barcodes in there. And it'll say whether they have been discontinued, say within the last 18 months. There's a list of anything in there that's discontinued. If you come on down here, the new for spring summer 2025 is where you can go to look to see what we've just been describing here. So if you want to go back and don't want to look at the presentation, the recording, you can come here and you can see what's here, as well as all of the yarn usage for the individual sizes if you want to make plans for anything in terms of knowing how much a project will cost and what yarn was that in. This is the place to come to get all that. And here's where you can request a courtesy copy of a pattern. So the idea in coming up with this was to have everything in one place. So to make it as easy as possible, whether you or a member of staff, as long as you have somebody who could log into the website, they can get answers to their questions. No more looking up, well, where's the link or where's the URL to this or that? Because even though some of the information is still housed in our Dropbox, that's only because the files are so large that they have to be housed there, like say images of yarns and that sort of thing. You can also get access to lookbooks here. For the new season, there's an actual yarn usage price sheet. And here's where you can get the images yourself to use them. Further down, this link here will take you to prior lookbooks, product images, or digital shade cards. We have a section here on Stockist events. So this webinar here will be posted under this link when it's available. Right now, it's been an invitation. And then prior seasons, you can get a link to watch the recording. And so that's the Stockist resource section. And I'd like to now just go ahead and turn it over to Rebecca, who's going to walk us through our new online wholesale ordering system. And I'm happy for anyone who orders normally in the UK and Europe to stay on the line. We'd love to have you see this. I don't think it's too different. I know that Pearl Nova, who is our new distributor for Stockist in the UK and Europe, they use the same kind of overlay app for wholesale ordering that we do. So it won't be too dissimilar. But Jonathan or Sarah would be very happy to give you a very specific demo if you aren't familiar with their ordering system. And I hope that we're able to get a Stockist resources section set up for you as well as soon as possible on their website. So, okay, Rebecca.
Okay. Can you see the login page? Hopefully.
Yes.
Thank you. So you hopefully will have received an account activation email earlier, well, maybe last week. But if you haven't received it, that's okay. All you would need to do is come to the fibreco.com and come to the little, can you see my cursor as well, Daphne? Yeah, so just come to the little person icon in the top right here, and it will take you to the login page. If you haven't logged in before, just click create an account and then enter your name, the email address. This will need to match the email address we have in our system, so just use the email you use to communicate with us most frequently. If you're not sure, just get in touch with us and we'll be able to let you know which email address it is. Choose a password and create your account, and then you'll be able to log in. Let me just come back to sign in. So the wholesale products list should open up when you log in, and when my screen loads, your account sidebar will also open up automatically on the right here. I'm currently in the My Account section, and you can see your orders will show up here listed, and you can go into them and view and download your invoice if you need to for previous orders. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see your addresses. If you have multiple addresses for billing and shipping, they should all show up here, and you'll be able to edit them by clicking the pencil icon on the right here. And the other tab along the top here is my cart, which is your shopping cart, and you can add products to this from this wholesale product list here. There are a couple of ways you can add products. One of them is directly from this list. So you can just select the drop down against whichever yarn you are looking to order, and then change the quantities using the arrow, the plus or minus symbols here. The quantities will go up and down in increments of the pack size. So if it's a pack of 10, it will go up and down by 10. If it's a pack of 5, it will increase or decrease by increments of 5. So the other way you can add products is, let's say, let me open up Tundra here, is by going into the actual yarn page. And this is quite useful because it will actually show you live stock levels. So if you look down the list here, we can see a column here for the stock levels, and for everything that's in stock, it will show a green dot with 10 plus in stock. For anything that's low stock, it will show up in orange, and the number of skeins will show, like with Geyser here, it's got 7 in stock and it's showing up in orange. So you would know that the maximum amount that you would be able to receive would be a pack of 5 in that case. And then for anything that's completely out of stock, it will show with a blue dot, and it will say pre-order / back order. And we do request that you would place back orders as a separate order to the order you're placing for everything that's in stock. So for example, with Geyser, you would add 1 pack to your basket. If you needed a second pack, you would just keep that aside and place it again after you've already placed your main order. So let me just go ahead and add a few things to the basket as an example. So add to cart, just added a few things at once there. And now we're in the basket, we can see them all there, and you can see stock levels in the shopping cart as well, which can be useful. And then simply proceed to checkout. And if you want to add a purchase order number here, you can add that. If you would like us to deliver it at some point in the future, you can add a date for that here at the top. And then just check your shipping address is correct. If you need to edit it at this stage, you would just click on this little Your Account link here, and then it will take you back to your addresses where you can edit it, and then you would need to just come back to checkout again. And click continue. So the shipping that comes through here is just our standard weight-based shipping. So it's based on the weight of the items in your cart. And now if you would like to receive the order right away, I would select pay online by card. And then you just agree to the terms and conditions and hit complete order. Let me just close this. Ooh. If you want to place a back order or a future order, there is an option for that here at the bottom. So if you've entered a future order date, or if you are placing your order for the back orders that weren't in stock, just select the bottom option here and simply submit order. If you're selecting this option, you won't get an order confirmation or anything, because all it does is it creates a draft order in our system that we can then keep on file until we then create a full order for it at a later date, and then you'll get the order confirmation for it then. But if you choose pay online by card, let me just hit complete order here. For orders that are shipping, that you want to ship now with everything in stock, pay online by card and then complete, and then it will take you to this Shopify payment gateway, and you can just enter your card details in here. You can check the order items on the top right, and then once you've entered your card details, just click pay now, and you will receive your order confirmation, and you will receive your invoice as well into via email. And I think that's everything. Let me go back to the website. Oh, I do want to mention there are other products. If you scroll down the wholesale ordering list, product list, sorry, there are taster kits, there are printed patterns, project bags, and there are also lookbooks from current season and previous seasons as well. So that's all down here as well. And
Rebecca, did you mention if something was out of stock and it was back ordered, how to place that in a separate order? Did I miss that, or did you?
It's basically, I kind of touched on it. I didn't do a whole example, but it's basically the same. So let's say the items in the basket are all on back order. They all say they have the blue dot. Then you would just proceed to checkout as before and choose the place back order or future order option. So the process is almost identical. I can add something as an example just now. Let me just, oh, this is another option you have. If you need to just wipe everything from your basket, you can just come here to actions and click clear cart, which will get rid of everything. So let me find something that was out of stock. So let's go Greenland and Diablo. Add new cart and checkout. And it will show you that it's on pre-order / back order in the basket as well. Proceed to checkout, continue. And then you would just choose this bottom option here, place back order or future order. And there is this notice just to let you know that you won't receive any kind of confirmation after placing the order. Please note, we will only contact you once your back order or future order is ready to ship. That is just to indicate that there won't be an order confirmation for these orders.
And so, let's say, Rebecca, the case where you've got a mix of things, some are in stock and a couple things are not in stock. At that point, we want to delete the things that aren't in stock from the basket.
Yes.
And go ahead with the order for everything that is in stock. Place that as normal. And for the items that are not in stock, a separate back order, future order / would have to be placed. Because otherwise, if you order the back ordered items that were out of stock and they're mixed with items that are in stock, the order total will include an amount for the back ordered items. So the system cannot handle a combined type of order. In other words, it won't just charge 0 for the item that's back ordered. You need to delete those from your basket. Go ahead with the order of all the items that are in stock, which is in most cases going to be the majority of everything, and then go back and place a second order for those items that were on back order.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's everything to do with placing orders. Let me just check if there were there any questions in the chat at all. I can't see the chat. Oh, here we go. For a future or back order, will you get an invoice or CC payment link when it ships? Yes. Future orders, back orders, we will always get in touch with you to let you know if we're planning on processing a back order or a future order. We'll drop you an email beforehand and give you the opportunity to amend it, add to it, take away, that kind of thing.
I see a question from Whitney at Nitwits, and she's asking if a star stockist is the free shipping automatically applied. Yes, our star stockists get free shipping on orders over $1,000, and that is automatically applied.
Yes, there will be a separate shipping option there if the order is over 1,000. Yeah, for star stockists. In the UK, so in the UK, the process has changed slightly. This is from Jane.
It's difficult to know stock levels. I've been wanting to order 160 Amble in one color for a knit along, but it's hard to know what colors you have in stock at that level. Jane, the best thing to do is if you can't see stock levels that readily on the UK system, is to just contact Jonathan directly. And at Pearl Nova, and he'll be able to help you out. And even if he doesn't have it in stock today, we can make sure that he does have it in stock for the time that your knit along is ready.
from Deanna, are there plans to include ETA info on out of stock yarn? This is something we can request from our web developers. So we haven't looked into that yet, but we definitely can. So I can open a request with them to add that.
One of the things that we've been talking about doing is on an interim basis for that is just adding a list in the Stockist resources section to say when a future yarn order from the mill is going to come in. For example, if we have Cumbria fingering on order, we'll know what date it's going to be ready from the mill. And we could have that date posted in a, kind of a document on the Stockist resources section. The developer type goal would be to have it right there at the product level, to show the blue dot plus when we think it's going to be back in stock. But it wasn't available for us at the time of launch. So we'll have to look into that to see what it would take to add something like that.
Angela, is there more than one shipping option? No, there isn't more than one option. We do just have standardized shipping based on the weight of the items, so it will just be the one option.
And Rebecca, for some stockists, we don't have many of these, but I know we have a couple, in case anybody's on this call, who they use their shipping account. How does that work? Like if they have a UPS account and we usually charge or we send it to.
I don't think we actually have that set up for anyone.
Okay, that's not okay. That's something we have had in the past, but we don't have.
Yeah, since moving to the other shipping system, I think we've not. I think you have to have your own UPS account in order to link someone else's, which we just use the shipping system's UPS. So it's not. I think we would need to first sign up for a separate UPS account in order to enable that. But I know that for example, shipping to Canada, there are any stockists with their own UPS accounts. It is able to be linked for customs fees and things like that. UPS link that on the border, I think. I think the company name has to be in the address, which it will be, so that shouldn't be a problem.
But not on the not for the shipping portion of that.
No, that's not for the purposes of shipping cost. The shipping cost. No, it's just for the customs clearance. Yeah. Is there anything else? Let me just have a look.
Any other questions?
No, I think that's
no open questions.
Let me unshare. There we go.
No. Okay, good. Well, just a reminder that everybody has received an invitation to the online ordering system, and that's how you can activate your account. You all have accounts in North America. You already have accounts. We've set them up already. We sent everybody an invitation. If you didn't get your invitation email, send a note to orders@Fibre Co, and we'll be sure to make sure we send you another one so that you can do that readily. It might be that you're not using the email address that we had on file for you anymore. That's fine. We can update it, no problem. And it's really going to be now the fastest way to get an order process is to go ahead and make that order online. One thing we haven't said is that all of your sales reps also have the ability to enter an order on your behalf. It's not the fastest way to make an order because that means they have to route the invoice to you first and then you pay it. And then it'll come through and back in the system and then get routed for shipping. So we've talked to our sales reps have all been trained on the system on how to enter orders on your behalf, because I know and understand that many of you just don't have that ability to fit that into your workflow to order directly yourself. But for those who do, I hope you will. It doesn't matter how the order gets placed, whether it's placed by you directly or the sales rep on your behalf. The sales rep is credited for each sale to your account. So you don't have to worry about that. That's kind of hardwired into the system. They've been associated with your account. And this freeing up of time really from is something that allows us to have everybody do kind of hopefully higher value things, and stockists and sales reps, and as well as our stockists and ourselves here, because everything is happening in an automated fashion. So this is what we've been working on for the last year. So hopefully you can see that it's something that we've put a lot of time and effort into, with the idea of making things easier for everybody and providing a better service. And while doing all that, we've been working on these new yarn developments as well. It's just that none of them are ready for spring, summer, but they'll be coming soon. They won't be too far behind. And we hope you're excited about those as well. We're going to be going to H&H in Chicago this year. So if those of you who go to that show, you haven't seen us at a show for 5 years now, but we'll be attending our first show in those many years. And we're looking forward at that show. We'll have sample products of all the new yarns that are coming, as well as a new design collection supporting the new yarns. So that's kind of all we have for you today. If there aren't any other questions, I'll just check again. Oh, wait a minute, there's a couple more notes in chat. Oh, just a couple of comments that thank you. And yeah, it looks great. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, we appreciate you attending. I know this is a busy time. And Whitney, yes, thanks. I know we're excited about going to H&H too. It's been a while. We haven't been there since the last TNNA, which I think was 2018. 2019, there was supposed to be a TNNA, but didn't happen. Or was it the 2019? Anyway, whatever it was, we were there at the last TNNA. And so this really, it's a long time coming. And all right, so I don't see any other questions, and I look at the time. Yeah, thanks very much. We appreciate you coming and joining us in this busy time of year. I hope you all are having a good start to your seasons. I've understood that it's been kind of hit and miss with the weather, and whether it's yarn weather or knitting weather or not, or sweater weather or not, but hopefully that's all changing soon. And with other major things behind us, like last Tuesday in the US, hopefully people are settling into that news and are ready to pick their projects again and come into your shop. So please let us know how we can help you in any way. We're always open to ideas. I think some of you that know that where we have taken ideas and done various things for, I think that we try to do as much as we can when you have an idea to try and make it work. So any idea, whatever it is, I'm Daphne at thefibreco.com, and I'm always available. And we're just excited about everything that's coming this new year. The big systems work is behind us, and now it's just time to put it all to good use and let the yarn speak for itself and give it to the customers and let them choose the best yarn that's out there from the Fibre Co. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time today.